Today, we are going to explore a very simple and easy to understand topic, which is comments. You see, at the beginning of your journey, coding is likely going to be an individual activity. By that, I mean that no one's going to read your code. So as long as you can understand what you're writing, then that's enough. Take competitive programmers, for example. When they solve coding challenges, it's normal for individuals to have different approaches. And since speed is a big factor in these competitions, they frequently use acronyms that make sense to themselves, but not necessarily to others. So long as the program runs and gives the correct result, then that's all that matters. But in the future, when you become a serious programmer, you're going to code with others, and programming becomes a team activity. People will read from and write to your code, and vice versa. This is common practice, especially in open source projects, where online strangers come together to develop awesome technologies. And do you know that even when you're working on a project by yourself, you still have teammates? Exactly. They are you right now, you in the past, and you in the future, and all of them have different levels of understanding of coding. So, how can you ensure that everyone working on a project understands the source code all the same, even at different points in time? To do this, there are two approaches coders often use. 1. Write code that is self-explanatory, and 2. Provide the code with sufficient context. Let's have a look at this piece of code. Do you have any idea what it's trying to do? What if I rewrite it like this? How about now? Both before and after, the code was creating this short animation. So, I just improved the comprehensibility of the code by using self-explanatory keywords instead of acronyms. But that's not the only way. Another coder with the same desire to improve the readability might do this instead. And if we run this piece of code, we get the same animation. These 4 additional lines here are called comments. Their job is to act as annotations, providing additional information to the code without interfering with the output in any way. The syntax for writing comments that we're using here is rubies. The number sign, or hash, marks the beginning of a comment. Text that follows it, on the same line, will be regarded as plain text instead of code. These are called line comments. A line comment can be on its own, or it can append a line of code. And if your notes span multiple lines, you can use a block comment instead. So we've seen the 2 most common ways a programmer can improve code comprehensibility. If you wanna, you can even apply both of them. In conclusion, comments are pieces of plain text that will not be executed, and they help humans write readable code, improving communication and cooperation. Now, this is the main use case of comments, but they also have many other practical applications. A very common use is to temporarily disable lines of code. Here, if I comment out the line of code that changes the circle to blue and rerun it, you can see how it's reflected in the output. In practice, programmers do this to locate bugs and errors in their code. So let's save this topic for when we get to the video about errors. And for our last example for today, I guess comments can help programmers relieve stress. Apparently, swearing in your code makes it better. As always, thanks for watching. Happy learning, and I'll see you guys in the next video.